The other morning, I found myself standing in the kitchen, loading the dishwasher and reheating my coffee for the third time. And somewhere between that pile of dishes and the mounting to do list in my mind, I caught myself whispering under my breath, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. But it wasn't. And maybe you're not either. Of course, looking back now, I see it really wasn't about the mess or that morning. It was just about the quiet ache underneath, the one that kept asking it to be noticed. So before I invite you to go any further, I'd love for you to take a slow breath with me. In through your nose and out through your mouth. If I was sitting across the table from you, I'd look you in the eye and ask, what feels off right now? What feels missing or broken? It's not a question meant to fix you. It's an invitation to tell the truth. Because humility begins the moment you stop pretending everything's okay and start naming what really is. There once was a season when I was trying so hard to hold everything together. Family, ministry, work, friendships, and I didn't realize that I had built walls instead of boundaries. I thought I was being wise. I told myself, I'm just too tired, or they wouldn't understand. But the truth was, I was scared. I was scared of disappointment. I was scared of being seen as weak. I was worried that if I slowed down long enough, the ache underneath would surface, I would start crying, and I would never stop. So I just kept controlling, planning. I kept busy, and over time, my heart got hard. The wake up moment came one ordinary day, like the rest of them. It was just out of the blue when one of my kids said, Mom, I don't really hear you laugh anymore. It stopped my heart, and it stopped me cold. I realized in that moment that control had begun to disguise itself as care. Busyness had masqueraded as purpose, and I truly was missing what mattered most. So, I want to ask you, take a moment to reflect on this question. Are you overmanaging, over-explaining, or overcompensating? Is there fear beneath it? And maybe you're not doing all of them all of the time. But is there a space or sphere in your life that you find yourself navigating through that way? I want to remind you that humility doesn't shame you for protecting yourself. It just invites you to look at what the protection is costing you. Conviction, clarity, a moment to consider how you want to move forward. Here's the truth. Every single one of us plays the villain sometimes. I do, you do, and it's not the movie kind, but it's the self-protective kind. You can become quickly the one who avoids, blames, deflects, or even just shuts down. But here's the good news. Jesus doesn't condemn your defenses. He redeems them. He invites you to name what's broken so that way he can offer to begin the repair work needed. I thought it might be helpful if I named the 9 ways you might hide when life feels broken, or in general, the 9 ways we all hide when life feels broken. This time, I'm going to start with the Enneagram 9, because you do disappear into comfort and are quick to call it peace. But the invitation of love calls you to share your voice, and your voice is needed. To my Enneagram 8, you might armor up because you equate softness with weakness. But the invitation of strength says, tenderness is your truest power. For my Enneagram 7 friend, you are likely to reframe or run to the next thing. But true joy whispers, stay here. I can meet you in the hard. For my Enneagram 6 friend, you have often braced for the worst and you're scanning for danger all the time. But faith wants to invite you to know that you are safe enough to unclench your fists. To my Enneagram 5 friend, you retreat to analyze your pain instead of feel it. But God is whispering to you. Wisdom isn't data, it's presence. For the Enneagram 4, you might dramatize or retreat into melancholy. But healing will begin and continue when you remember, I'm truly more than my emotions. Enneagram 3, you are really good at polishing the surface to distract from the cracks. But truth says, authenticity is more beautiful than image. Enneagram 2, you double down on serving so no one sees your hurt and pain. But love invites you to admit, I'm empty and I'm unsure, but that's okay. For my Enneagram 1 friend, you are quick to tighten your grip, believing perfection might save you. But grace is whispering to you, you can rest. I'm already making it right. I've got it in my control. Did one of those phrases leap out to you? Did something catch in your chest? That might be where God is inviting you to notice and where He wants to do His kind work. I'm going to invite you to take a moment again and ask yourself, what protection pattern is keeping me from connection? And what would humility sound like in this situation? Sometimes humility sounds like, I'm sorry. It sometimes sounds like, I need help. And sometimes it's just a deep exhale that says, I can't carry this alone. So as we finish, I want to invite you to breathe with me and breathe together as you consider what might be your next step. So let's breathe. Inhale. I receive your mercy. Exhale. I release my defenses. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. I receive your mercy. Exhale. I release my defenses. If this reflection and conversation stirred something honest in you, then I think you might be ready to trade control for clarity or isolation for community. Your next step might be a clarity call with me or to join me for the Wholehearted Identity Journey small group beginning next week. It's 6 weeks of story work, rhythms, and safe connection designed to help you live from your true, wholehearted identity. Regardless of when you have found this conversation, check out the show notes to get clear on your next step. As you step into the rest of your day, may your honesty lead to healing. May your humility become the doorway to freedom. And may you feel the courage to lay down every defense that keeps love out. Breathe deep, my friend. You are seen, you are safe, and you are invited to become wholehearted.